Welcome everyone to this fourth session of Pancharatnas and a retrospect. So we welcome back Dr. Padma Govardhan Garu to this session to present her lecture and demonstration. And she's continuing with the Dudukugala. And by the request of the listeners and participants, we have actually made the duration to be 1 hour today. So it goes from 5 to 6. So feel free if you have got some things to be looked after. So please feel free. And I'm quite happy to share the recording with you afterwards. So right now, we welcome Dr. Padmaji to start her session. Thank you. Padma Garu?
Yeah. Good evening, everyone. Thank you, Shaji. Nice to have you all here again for another week of discussion about Pancharatnams. And before, we are planning to cover all Pancharatnams now and during next week. So that's why we have increased the time slot for 1 hour. So that we'll have a satisfaction of covering all the Pancharatnams. So now I will go on, move ahead with the explanations of Dudukugala. We already finished explaining about the Pallavi and Anupallavi and first Charanam of the Pancharatnam. Briefly, I will tell you what is covered. Like there is a kind of Atmaninda, that is accusing himself and posing all the Ushagar video, posing all the bad qualities of this worldly temperament onto himself, and so that giving us a guide of how we can lead a proper life in our daily routine. Now, moving ahead with the second charanam. Sakala bhutamula yandu nivai yundaga madi lekapoyina. Sakala bhuthamulayandu nivai, Sakala bhuthamulayandu nivai yundaga madi lekapoina. Meaning, you are being the omnipresent, and I am so sad that I am not able to have you in my thoughts and my daily routine, and such a worldly, I'm getting carried away with such worldly temperaments, and who can come to my rescue. That is the meaning of this charanam. Moving on to next charanam. Chiruta prayamuna nade bhajanamruta rasavihina kutarkudaina. Like they all say that, all our elderly people, they say that one should start learning and focusing on God from very young age. But here Tyagaraja saying that he has forgotten to think about God and praying Lord, and also bhajanamruta, amruta, that is the nectar of singing about him, as explained in earlier sessions. The meaning of music, the meaning of musical sound, everything was explained in earlier sessions. So that is called nectar of bhajana, that is musical singing. And we are just, I am just getting, leaving the bhajanamrita, and I am not able to focus on you from my early childhood, and I'm getting carried away with several worldly illogical arguments, and so please who will come to my rescue? No, nobody can save me if I am doing mistakes knowingly. Then now we go. What are the other kinds of now? He's explaining in each charana what are the different types of worldly temperaments he's undergoing. What is like the wrong things which one should not do in their lives. So those things are explained in following charanams. The next one is Paradhanamula Koraku Norula Madi. There we'll sing Norula Madi. There is a sandhi, there is a conjunction. Paradhanamula Koraku Vorula Norula Anyula Madi Karagabaliki Kadupu Nimpa Tiriginati. I have been like, who will come to my rescue while I was just wandering to just fill my belly by flattering the people around and just for earning money, nothing else. I am not guiding myself towards attainment of the Lord and his lotus feet. So, and this actually teaches people that the above said quality is bad and one should always strive for greater goals as explained in the earlier sessions. That is, and so Dudukugala Nanne Koduku Brochura. I have been dwelling all my life for filling my belly. So please, nobody can rescue me to get his lotus feet. Now, next charanam is Tana Madini Bhuvini Saukyapu Jeevaname Yanuchu Sada Dinamulu Gadipu. Tana Madini Bhuvini Saukyapu Jeevaname Yanuchu Sada Dinamulu Gadipe. I mean, we always, we are getting, we in the sense, Tyagaraja actually addressing himself so that we can understand what is a better way of life. So, Tana Madini, always in our thoughts, Bhuvini, on this earth, we are just thinking of Saukhyapu Jeevaname. We are getting carried away with the worldly comforts. We are aiming only at achieving the worldly comforts, and we are all just passing our days only gathering these worldly comforts, and we are not really thinking about Tyagaraja. He says he is not able to think about the divine comfort. So such Dudukugala Nanne Dorakodu Brochura. Now moving on to the next charanam. తెలియని నటవిట శూద్రులు వనితలు స్వవశమౌట ఉపదేశించి సంతసిల్లి స్వరలయంబులెరుంగకును శిలాత్ములై సుభక్తులకు సమానమను దురుకుగల నన్నే దొరకొడుకు బ్రోచురా. Now, here composer is saying about some pseudo devotees. Pseudo means, every day they have a regular routine of getting up, taking bath, and then going on to prayer room, just chant all the mantras and do their everything routine, and they feel that it is they are doing a very great service to society by just praying God without understanding, without being kind to other people. I mean, Tyagaraja, he poses all these qualities onto himself. He is not saying that world is like this, I am like this. That is Atmaninda. He is posing all the bad qualities onto him. So I have been wandering around to do like they just get sacred utterances, that is mantras only for the above said worldly bad qualities. They don't care about the tender qualities. Bhajanamrita rasavihina kutarkudaina. Here also he says that Swaralayambulerungakanu silatmulai subhaktulaku samanamanu, means they are not caring about the tender qualities imposed in you by the musical practice, and they are becoming very hardcore. Um, they are devotees. We can't. I'm a devotee, but I'm becoming very hardened at my heart without any tenderness created by the Swaralayambulu, the musical qualities. And I am just pretending that I am a great devotee of Lord, and which is not true. So please, who can come to my rescue? None, nobody can. If I have such worldly temperament, nobody can come to my rescue. Now, next Charanam goes on. Drishtiki, Sarambagu, Lalana, Sadana, Sadanarbhakasena, Sadana Arbhakasena, Amita Dhanadulanu, Devadideva, Neranammitini Gakanu, Padabja Bhajanambu Marachina. Another bad quality which Tyagaraja visualizes in him is I am just getting carried away by the worldly beauties of the beautiful ladies, sadhana, mansions. I'm craving. I trust only the comfort, the sukham, the um, the sukham means comfort of my life. I trust that only these things, having these things, is the comfortable life, which is actually not true. What are those bad comforts he is looking at? The beautiful ladies, Lalana, Drishtiki Sarambagu Lalana, who are beautiful to the human eye, and Sadhana, beautiful mansions, Arbhaka Sena, that is having hundreds of servants with you, and Amita Dhanadulaku, Amita Dhanadulanu. Amita means the craving for my earning of money is endless. I'm just relentlessly working hard to get more and more money and more worldly comforts. Devadi Deva, Neranammitini. I'm just trusting only these worldly things, but I forgot Padabja Bhajanambu. That is, forgot to chant your names and bhajan, Padabja Bhajanam. The bhajanam is again musical thing, like of your lotus feet, praising, singing about your lotus feet. That is actually what we have to trust. But on the contrary, I am just trusting that the above said worldly things are more trustworthy than your lotus feet. That is actually sounds much better. So I am such a have such a worldly temperament, and who can come to my rescue? That is the meaning of that charanam. Now, Sakkani Mukha Kamalambulanu, next charanam. Sakkani Mukha Kamalambulanu, Sada Na Madilo Smaranalekane, Durmadhanda Jenula Kori, Paritapamulache, Tagili Nogili, Durvishaya, Duraselanu Royaleka, Satatam Aparadhiyai, Chepala Chittudaina, Dudukugala Nannedora, Koduku Brochura. Here, who will come to my rescue when I am staying with a highly wavering and wandering mind without having the beautiful lotus like shiny and smiley face of God in my heart, in my thoughts, just kept following the people around me who are cruel and double-faced. It is all Tyagaraja. Maybe he got humiliated with in his daily routine with some people, or we don't know. It's only my interpretation today. I'm explaining to here in these sessions. There might be some here and there expressions. They might not match with the greatest explanation or thought process of Tyagaraja or some other learned people, but it's only just my interpretation of the lyrics. I'm explaining it to you. So Now, moving on to the thing, I am just wandering and getting wandering, praising, flattering the other people around me, in spite of getting hurt and humiliated so many times by these people, and many times, yet not leaving the greediness. I am becoming more and more greedy about the worldly things, and always being at the fault. So, who can come to my rescue? Now, Charanam, last Charanam before Anubandham of the Pancharatnam is మానవతను దుర్లభమనుచు నుంచి పరమానంద ముందలేక మదమత్సర కామ లోభ మోహులకు దాసుడై. Can you all hear me? Hello? Can you hear me? Okay. Because it gave some thing here, like my speakers are not working. Okay. Anyway, మానవతను దుర్లభమనుచు నుంచి పరమానంద మొందలేక మద మత్సర కామ లోభ మోహులకు దాసుడై మోసబోతి కాక మొదటి కులజుడగుచు భువిని శూద్రుల పనులు సల్పుచూ నుంటినిగాక నరాధములను రోయ సారహీన మతములను సాధింప తారుమారు. Like this meaning goes, such useless me, without being happy that it is very, they say that in scriptures it is explained that it is very hard to get a human form of life in comparison to so many other creatures that are existing on this earth. So I got this great form of birth as a human being, and I am not getting happy Paramanandam through this great form of life. I am not trying to Paramanandam. I am not able to get, endeavor towards attainment of the Paramananda, that is moksha. Durlabha manuju nunchi Paramananda mondaleka. I am not trying to achieve moksha. After all getting the greatest human body on this earth, and being born in a greatest form of life also, I have been kept on doing the wrong things repeatedly. Paramananda Mundale, Madamatsara Kamaloba Mohulaku Dasudai Mosaboti Kaka. I am getting always deceived by the Shad Gunas. Madamatsara Kama Lobha Mohulaku Dasudai Mosaboti Kaka. The greediness, the unending desires of becoming wealthy and other all worldly stuff, and I'm getting deceived by these qualities, and I'm not getting out of these bad qualities, and I'm not able to achieve the Lord's lotus feet. And Paramananda Mondaleka Naradhamulanu Roya Sarahina Matamulanu Sadimpa Tarumaru. I've been so there are so many people around me preaching so many religions and faiths of thought, and I am getting carried away by these several different faiths and several different thought processes without being surrendered to God. So such a useless me, who can come to my rescue? Now, the ending of the thing goes with an Anubandham. Satulakai Konnalla Asti Konnallu. Satulakai Konnallu. That is the actual breakup of the words. But in the form of when we are singing, they all get conjunctions. That is Sandhi, we call in Telugu grammar. So it goes like Astika, everything comes together, but we have to, when we understand the lyrical things, we have to break it up like that. Satulakai, Konnallu, Astikai, Sutulakai, Konnallu, తర్వాత ధన తతులకై తిరిగి తినయ్యా త్యాగరాజాప్త ఇటువంటి తుడుకుగల నన్నేదొర కొడుకు బ్రోచురా. So here the composer is addressing his beloved Lord Rama. Tyagaraja is Lord Rama. That is, we need not say that many a times, because we all know that Tyagaraja, Saint Tyagaraja is devotee of Lord Rama. Tyagaraja is undoubtedly Lord Rama. So he is addressing Lord Rama. Swami, I'm wasting time of most of my life. Like here we can refer to the Bhaja Govinda slokam, punarapi maranam punarapi jananam punarapi jananam punarapi maranam punarapi janani jatare senam tarvata ardham anardham bhavaya nityam. All this Shankaracharya thought process, the Bhaja Govinda slokas can be seen in this just 2 lines of Anubandham. Satul, I have been wandering on this earth, earning for my Sutulakai, Konnallu, Satulakai, for my wives and my people, my children and my family, and earning. Dhana Tatulu means earning the worldly money for the comforts of my family. I kept wandering uselessly. Oh Rama, ituvanti, such a worldly temperament I have. Please, who can come to my rescue? So, on the whole, the Kriti is philosophical, with philosophical thoughts in nutshell, and in a positive interpretation, explaining us how we should lead our life and how we should not get into this illusionary world. We should not get carried away with the worldly comforts and other unnecessary things. And please focus on our ultimate goal of moksha, or achieving Lord Rama, and that is the main meaning or main message that we get through, though it is through Atmaninda. Composer is telling us how to lead life and how not to lead our life. So hope you all understood this beautiful Pancharatnam, and just I will move on. Yeah. Shall I move on to next one, or any doubts there? Can you please mute the things? Now we move on to Kanakana Ruchira. In the Raga Varali. Kanakana Ruchira. This Pancharatnam actually is a bit different from the 2 Pancharatnams we discussed earlier. The 2 Pancharatnams are directed towards the achievement of moksha and proper the explanation of a disciplined life and proper practice of music, importance of music in one's life were the main things that were explained in the earlier Pancharatnams. But now in Kanakana Ruchira, let me compare these certain things. I will tell you now. Kanakana Ruchira, Kanaka Vasana Ninu. That literal meaning is kana kana, always mean feel like, I feel like looking at you again and again, again and again, again and again. You, oh God, cladded yourself in the golden clothes. Kanaka Basana Ninnu. You are cladded in golden wraps, wrapped in golden clothes, and so I feel like looking at you many a times. That is just literal meaning of the Kanakana Ruchira. But that line in Tyagaraja's life history, um, in musicological books, it was mentioned that, and that he got influenced with the Bhagavatam written by Bammera Potana, who is a great poet of Telugu literature, and the greatness of Bammera, and he translated the Bhagavatam, Sanskrit Bhaggavatam into Telugu, and the thing is, his lyrical beauties are matchless. And for example, I'll just cite a verse he has written. Srinath Narchinchu Jiva Jiva. What is that? Kamalaksha Narchinchu Karamulu Karamulu. Srinath Narchinchu Jiva Jiva. There we can see that Karamulu Karamulu, that is the same word repeated twice to establish with the same meaning. The same word repeated twice with the same meaning. And Karamulu Kamalakshu Narchinchu Karamulu Karamulu. Srinath Narchinchu Jihva Jihva. This is one of very few, two lines just I've taken as a reference. So there is a poetic beauty of using the same word repeatedly with the same meaning to establish the intensity of the devotion. Same thing we can observe here in Kana Kana Ruchira. Kana means chuda, to look at you. Paka Paka in Tamil. Kana Kana Ruchira, feel very excited. Ruchi means I love looking at you so many times. Kanaka Vasana Ninnu. You, oh Lord Rama, cladded in golden clothes, I feel like looking at you day by day, every time, and whole time. That is explained in Anupalavi also, that the same thing of using the same word repeatedly and immediately. Dina dinamunu manasuna chanuvuna ninnu kanakana ruchira. Dina dinamunu, all days. Manasuna, in my heart. Chanuvuna, with unending love and intimate love towards you. Chanuvu is a kind of unconditional love that we have towards anyone. Now here Tyagaraja says that the unconditional love I have towards you, and thus I feel like looking at you whole throughout my life. That is the meaning of Pallavi and Anupallavi. Now he goes on to, this is a kind of, he explains the beauty of Lord Rama. I mean, it is not a philosophical composition as we have seen earlier the other two compositions. It is a composition wherein we have the explanations of Lord Rama's beauty, and at the same time beauty of Goddess Sita, and who all enjoyed his eternal beauty. So now we move on to this explanation of the Charanams. Again, the one thing I want to tell you here is that he made a statement in the Pallavi. This is the typical Tyagaraja style of expression of thoughts. He made a statement in the Pallavi, Kana Kana Ruchira. When? A question. Dina Dinamunu Manasuna Chanuvara. When and where? always, dinarinamuno, all days, manasuna, in my thoughts, chanuvuna, with unending love, unconditional love towards you. Chanuvu is, that is the unconditional love we feel towards someone. So chanuvuna. Now, the a kind of interaction is finished. Now he's dwelling more into the instances of unconditional love. Now, why I feel like looking at you? That is the question. If we pose, if we get, he explains here. Palugaru momuna Sri Apara Mahima Tanaru Ninnu. Like nowadays, we normally feel if we see a boy who is very healthy and beautiful, we call him Milky Boy, right? So a kind of funnily I just I'm giving the meaning. So Palugaru Momuna, that milky beauty, it seems Lord Rama, and Palugaru Momuna, Sri Apara Mahima. In all Indian languages, we think of Lakshmi Kala. If we see that a person having a beautiful and beauty, not in the just worldly sense, but there will be a Kala. Kala means a grace, graceful. Sri Apara, that is graceful beauty, is Lakshmi Kala, we call in all Indian languages. I think we all can understand that. So Sri Apara Mahima means is that Lakshmi Kala. So Lord Rama's face is a shining with that texture of milky ocean, and the goddess Lakshmi standing in his face. That is Sita herself is expressing through I mean, in the beautiful face of Rama. That might be a bit more apt explanation. And so that is, and you are such beautiful God, and I feel like looking at you all the time. Now, second charanam goes like, Kala Kalamanu, Mukha Kalagaligina, Sita Kulukuchu, Nora, Kulukuchu plus Ora. Ora means, Ora Kannulu means looking someone by the end of their eyes, corner of their eyes. I think all of you can understand what to look through corner of your eyes. So, Sita Kulukuchu Nora Kannulanu Juchu Ninnu Kanakana Ruchira. Again, here, what Tyagaraja, it's such a beautiful expression of the beauty of Lord Rama. Again, here also Kala Kala, that word is repeated twice in order, in the sequence. That is another, that is the poetic beauty I explained earlier. Kala Kala Manu Mukha Kalagaligina Sita. Goddess Sita herself is very beautiful, and such beautiful goddess is, I think, a little bit relation I can do it here during in some, I'm not sure if it is written in Valmiki Ramayanam, but some of them they interpreted that Goddess Sita and Rama met before the Sivadhanurvangam, and Sita looked at Rama with not with full vision, but just through corner of her eyes. So such a beauty of Lord Rama, where Sita has been looking at you with a feeling of shy, and she herself is very beautiful, but she is feeling shy to look at your beautiful face. So Sita Kulukuchu Nora Kannula Juchu Ninnu Kanakana Ruchira. That is a kind of literal meaning of that verse. Now, moving on to next charanam. Balarkabha Suchela Manimaya Malalankruta Kandhara. Sarasijaksha Vara Kapola Suruchira Kiritadhara Santatambu Manasaraga Ninu Manasaraga Kanakana Ruchira. Manasaraga, through Manasaraga means with my all thoughts and whole of my thought processes, I feel like looking at you. Why? Oh Lord, Balar Kabha, that is the um, the sun when he's rising early in the morning has a different kind of tinge in his color. So Lord Rama is wearing such beautiful clothes in that color of the rising sun. Okay, Bala, such a poetic expression of thought, right? Balar Kabha Suchela Manchi. సుచేలా మీన్స్ మంచి బట్టలు, అలాంటి చక్కని బంగారు వన్నె కలిగిన బట్టలు కట్టుకున్న మణిమయ మాలాలంకృత కంధర. He has been, he's adorned, he has been decorated with so many ornaments embedded with all the what are they called, the gems, Manimaya Malalankrita. The ornaments are all embedded with such great gems. And Malalankrita Kandhara. Kandharamu is Seriramu, that is the body. His body is filled with all the Manimaya Malalankrita Kandhara. Sarasijaksha, he is lotus-eyed. Vara Kapola. Enta baundante, the face he is explaining. The face is with very beautiful with the lotus-eyed. Vara Kapola. Kapola is the hair that comes out through his throne, the crown. Manimaya Kiritadhara means he is wearing such a beautiful crown through which some of the hair is coming on to his forehead, and his face is looking very beautiful with the lotus-eyed. And Santatambu Manasaraga, such beautiful figure, wearing very golden pitambaramulo, golden cloths, and wearing various ornaments embedded with the different gems, and his face with the lotus-eyed face, wearing a crown from under which there are beautiful some of the hair is coming out. Just try to visualize Lord Rama in front of your eyes, and I think you can feel what I am trying to explain. Such a beautiful of this earth, or of celestial beauty. I just want to just keep you in my heart and thoughts, and I just want to look at you always. That is the meaning. Now, next charanam is Sapatni Matayau Suruchije Karnasoolamina Mata వీణుల చురుక్కన తాళక శ్రీహరిని ధ్యానించి సుఖింపగలేదా అటు నిన్ను కనకన రుచిరా. సాపత్ని మాతయౌ. Sapatni Mata means stepmother. I'm giving the literal word meaning. Suruchi. You know, here the story of Dhruva has been explained. Dhruva is the northern Dhruva Nakshatram, and he is in the constellation. He got a place in the constellation, and we call northern polar star to match with the Western thoughts, and that is Dhruva Nakshatram, which rises in the north of the skies in the dusk. So that Dhruva is a great devotee of Sri Hari. How did he become a devotee of Sri Hari? He actually got insulted when he was trying to sit on the lap of his father. his stepmother Suruchi denies him to sit on his father's lap. So, and when he heard such kind of words, he got hurt. He is very, at the age of, maybe he's a boy. He's not even a man. He was a boy when he got insulted by Suruchi, and he went in penance towards Sri Hari. Sri Harini dhyaninchi sukhi pagaleda. He got that celestial, that ecstasy through chanting Lord Hari's Nama to come out of this worldly insults and everything, and he got the Brahmapadam. So he is giving an anecdote of Tyagaraja. He is giving an anecdote of getting yourself into unconditional love of looking at Lord Rama. This is one of such anecdotes. So Lord Dhruva's story has been explained in this Charanam. Sapatni Matayau Suruchiche Karnasula Maina Mata Veenula Churukkana Talaka Sriharini Dhyaninchi Sukhim Pagaleda Ariti Ninnu Kanakana Ruchira. Tarvata. Next is, now he gave an anecdote. Now he is explaining, there is a instance of Sundarakanda here in this Charanam. Sundarakanda in the Ramayana. Sundarakanda wherein Lord Hanuman goes in search of goddess Sita. Mrugamada Lalama, and he's explaining beauty of goddess Sita here, and that goddess who is herself very, I will explain. Mrugamada Lalama Subhanitala Vara Jatayu Moksha Falada Pavamana Sutudu Needu Mahimadelpa Sita Delisi Valachi Sokkaleda Ariti Ninu Kanakana Ruchira. Such a beautiful expression. See, Mrugamada Lalama, goddess Sita herself is very beautiful. She is Mrugamada Lalama, means like Mrugamada is like a lion. Lion's waist is very thin if you observe in the structure. So Sita is goddess Sita is who is having such a beautiful thin waisted lady, and Subhanitala, she herself is the form of Homagni. She is, that is a pious fire. She is form of a fire herself. She is a great energy. She is a beautiful lady by herself, and she is such capable personality that she gave moksha to Jatayu when Ravana was taking her to Lanka. Vara Jatayu moksha falada, such a great lady, when she was there in Ashokavana, Pavamana Sutudu, that is Lord Hanuman. Pavamana Sutudu means the God, son of wind god. Pavamana Sutudu. Needu Mahima, he explained how she asks him, like, how can I believe you? And how can you explain Lord Rama in Sundarakanda? Now, then he gives a very beautiful explanation of Lord Rama's features, characteristics, and how he is spending his time after Sita's Apaharanam by Ravana. And so when he explained the beauty of Lord Rama, Lord Hanuman, when he explained it, she heard and she started falling in love with Lord Rama. So, so like that, I would like to see you always in my eyes. Sukhaspada, next charanam is Sukhaspada Vimukambudara Pavana Videha Manasa Viharapta Surabhuja Manita Gunanka Chidananda Khagaturanga Dhruta Radhanga Paramadayakara Karunarasa Varunalaya Bhayapahara Sri Raghupate. O Lord, you are always residing with great peace in the hearts of Goddess Sita and Lord Hanuman, and you are the best of the gods, and you are incarnation of all good qualities and greatest kindness, with the eagle as your chariot, and the Khagaturanga is that, and you will shower us with the rain of your kindness and love, and thus you take off all our fears. So I feel even more like looking at you, and your abode, and love looking at you. That is the meaning of that verse. Then now he is giving the witnesses of who enjoyed the that celestial love, and celestial, the love of ecstasy, love that came of ecstasy, out of ecstasy. Kaminchi prema mira needu pada kamalamula battukonu vaadu sakshi. Kaminchi, with great desire, prema mira, with great love, Karamula, in his hands, in his hands, Neeru Pada Kamalamula, who was holding your lotus feet in his hands with great love and ecstasy. That is Lord Hanuman. He is the first witness of the great love. Ramanama Rasikudu, Kailasa Sadanudu Sakshi. The Lord Shiva, who keeps always chanting the name of Lord Rama. He is another witness. Here, composer shows us the beauty of Lord Rama's features as well as Rama's Nama. So that is one beauty here. And apart from that, Narada, Parasara, Sukha, Saunaka, Purandara. Here, that's a beautiful expression. Nagaja Dhara Aja. Nagaja Dhara is Lord Shiva, and Nagaja is Goddess Parvati, the consort of Lord Shiva, and their son, that is Lord Ganesha. That is Nagaja Dharaja, Mukhulu. They are all important people. They are all witness of your beauty. Sundaresa, he addresses him as the personification of beauty, and they are all always just keeping embedded in themselves in the ocean of ecstasy by chanting Rama's name. That is the meaning of that. And now we move on to the Anubandham. Satatamu Prema Puritudagu Tyagaraja Nuta Mukhajita Kumuda Hita Varada Ninnu Kanakana Ruchira Satatamu. And now he declares, the composer declares Tyagaraja himself to be a form of love. Prema Puritudu, he is always, the Anubandham of Tyagaraja addresses himself to be filled with the feeling of love and kindness, and Lord Rama to be praised by the composer. That is Tyagarajanuta. He is being praised by the composer, and Lord Rama to be the great form of Surya dynasty. That is Kumuda Hita Varada. Means Kumuda Hita is Lord. Kumuda Hita is the Lord's son Surya dynasty, Kumuda Hita Varada, and feel like looking at you with divine love from time to time. That is the meaning of this. So, thus, this composition is a bit more towards Madhura Bhakti. That is like Jayadeva, the first composer of Indian music. He dwelt into Madhura Bhakti by describing the romantic gestures between Radha and Krishna in his Ashtapadis. So, in this composition, we can find this thing of a feel of that Madhura Bhakti, like Mirabai, and some of the Annamaya Kirtanams also have this Madhura Bhakti, for example, Palukute Nela Talli. So yeah, it is in comparison to Adhyatmika Bhakti that is shown to us in earlier compositions. This composition is a little bit of different from other compositions of the Pancharatnams. Hope it was clear for all of you. And now I leave it for question answer session. If anyone have the doubts or anything to be discussed, you can please carry on. And it gives more, it makes me feel like more interested. If you all feel get involved in discussion, I feel very happy to do more sessions of this kind of thing. Hope you all are enjoying this. Thank you, Usha Garu.
Thank you so much, Dr. Padmaji. So we hope that, like every participant has got the ability to unmute their mic, and you can either put any query on what you have just heard, or you can just say some words of appreciation. So over to you, all the participants. We got still another 8 minutes time.
You can all switch on your videos also, please.
Do you want to? Very good, Auntie.
Yeah.
Sorry, it's Pallavi. Very good, Auntie.
Oh, thank you, Ma.
పద్మ గారు చాలా బాగుంది.
Thank you.
ఒక్కొక్క వాడికి చెప్పారు మీనింగ్ చాలా బాగుంది. కాదే నాకు అనిపించింది ఏంటంటే ఫుల్ లైన్, ఒక లైన్ మొత్తం కలిపి మీనింగ్ చెప్తే ఇంకా నాలాంటి వాడికి ఇంకా బాగా అర్థం అవుతుంది. ఒక్కొక్క వాడి చక్కగా చాలా బాగా చెప్పారు. అది మొత్తం జిస్ట్ ని పాట మొత్తం జిస్ట్ ని ఏమైనా చెప్పగలిగితే ఏమో మరి తెలియదు నాకు. ఊరికే అది నా అభిప్రాయం.
మేబీ ద థింగ్ ఇస్, అది ఏంటంటే మనం అన్ని పంచరత్నాలు కవర్ చేయాలండి. అది త్యాగరాజ పంచరత్నాలని ఒక సెషన్ లో ఆర్ ఒక వర్డ్ లో అలా చెప్పడం అంటే చాలా ఇట్స్ ఏ వెరీ హెర్క్యూలియన్ టాస్క్ అండి. సో కంపోజిషన్ ఈస్ జిస్ట్ ఆఫ్ ఆల్ ద Puranas, Upanishads, Vedas, all are embedded in the composition. So I tried my level best. Maybe next session.
Chala bagundi aunty. Very good.
Nice aunty. Very nice.
Chala bagundi.
No, please not.
Thank you, Andy.
No, thank you.
Thank you, madam. Thank you, madam. Nice. Very nice, madam. Thank you.
So, any more questions?
Thank you, madam.
Thank you.
I have one more question.
Yes.
I was wondering if we have more references of Sundarakanda in any of the other Pancharatnas, or is this the only one?
Actually, no, this is the only one which has the reference of Sundarakanda.
Sundarakanda. Okay.
Yeah. Good. That is, other Pancharatnams are directed in different direction.
But it does contain elements of other kandas in the Ramayana, right? Like Balakanda and
Where? Which composition are you referring to? That the ones which I explained till now, they are purely philosophical. I still haven't narrated Jagadananda Karaka and Sadhinchane.
Okay.
Yeah.
So maybe we can find references to them in Jagadananda.
I don't know. Maybe we will see next session if we have any. But Sadhinchane, definitely no. There is no reference of Sundarakanda.
Okay.
That is completely different textured composition. I'll explain you next session. And we'll observe Jagadananda Karaka.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that's something to keep an eye out. If we find elements from the Ramayana, we can see if we can pull out those elements and see if we can put them in a line.
Sure, definitely. I will try doing that. Here in this charanam, only one charanam refers to that in this position. Yep. That's all.
Nice, madam. No more words to say. Nice, madam.
Thanks. Anything else? Any suggestions?
Suggestions சொல்லலாமா?
Maybe
suggestions,
చెప్పండి ఉషా గారు.
I know, I'm just asking if there are any suggestions. Govardhan garu?
ఏం లేదండి, ఎవ్రీథింగ్ ఇస్ ఫైన్.
So we have got some excellent positive feedback from many people, and I mean, some of them, always it's a working day and people have got some certain duties at certain times. So we are sharing the audios to people who have emailed me and our General Engineering team members. So if anyone wants, you know, you can always put a request on onto one of us, and we'll be happy to send. And just to mention that next week is our last session, where Padma garu will try to cover two very, very popular Pancharatnas. One is the Jagadananda Karaka and the other one Sadhinchene. So thank you for all your support, and you know, big round of applause to Dr. Padma garu. So I hope that everyone here would join me in giving a big clap to Dr. Padmaji.
Thank you. One thing, who asked me the earlier question about Sundarakanda, I would like to tell them that you can also take an initiative to understand the lyrics, because we have 1 week's time, and we can definitely discuss. If you find any other things in the Pancharatnams covered till now, if you find any other instances, you can definitely share with me.
Okay.
Yeah.
Will do.
ఓకే విష్ణుప్రియ మేడం.
No, I was also thinking about the references to Shankaracharya that he made in these compositions. Do you think it was inspired by Shankaracharya himself, or do you think that this was almost like a parallel kind of thinking that comes with that kind of a thought process of thinking about God, or a certain process that is involved in thinking about moksha and things?
Yeah, I think it is. I haven't read about Tyagaraja having any influence of Shankaracharya, because Sambamurthi's books have never, Professor Sambamurthi's books never talked about that. But Bhagavatam, Potana Bhagavatam and Ramadas Kirtanams were referred, but not Shankaracharya's. It's only my thought process. I drew a comparison just to make it more understandable.
Okay.
Because Bhajagovinda slokams are more familiar to many of us, even more familiar than Pancharatnams, right? So that's why I try to draw a comparison.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. So what else? Nobody else have any doubts?
It's nice actually.
Yeah.
So Usha, what shall we?
Yeah. I think we close now. It's already 6 o'clock, and then if you have any further queries or comments, you can always post on our General Engineering. And so we got a few thank yous here, and I got some on the WhatsApp as well. So thank you once again, and Dr. Padma garu, we look forward to next week's presentation. Thank you once again.
Yes, you all. Thank you very much. Thank you for
Thank you, Auntie.
participating.
Thank you, madam.
Thank you, ma. Thank you.
Thank you, Auntie.
Thank you.
Thank you, Auntie. Thank you, Padma Auntie.
Thank you, madam. Thank you.